Hello again, Alex Weisman here. I really think some sort of drum roll or something that builds suspense is appropriate for today. It is the last day before the final day. You are next to last day of this course. I think that should feel good on the one hand, and on the other hand, maybe a little stressful because you're pulling everything together now, getting ready for submitting the final draft strategic plan for your educational innovation or entrepreneurial project. You have a couple of objectives for today that were to look at the role of public-private partnerships in educational innovation and ways to then launch a new educational innovation. The public-private partnership thing, as I pointed out, I think in the intro for today, is a controversial topic, especially in the field of comparative and international education. Highly controversial. It's something, however, that I've been working on for, a long time, longer than I care to admit. More than 15 years I've been working on this, usually related to education and business partnerships, and looking at how education and business partner, not just in ways that are benefiting only the businesses, but ways that also benefit the schools or the educational institutions. So I hope that you got some extra insight from the reading from the World Bank. I did mention that that's kind of a lopsided reading because it only presents one side of the argument, but there's a lot out there you could look at that would give you more insight. What I wanted to really push you on was now, since this is the last day before the final day, pulling everything together. This is what you do. You had to look over everything to create your executive summary. So you've already had a look at all of the sections that you have written so far, and hopefully with the comments that I made, you've revised them so that you know what your plan looks like. Remember that it needs to tell a story. You need to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. There needs to be some sort of idea of who the characters in this story are. Remember, those are the stakeholders. There needs to be some sort of a plot line that is threaded throughout so that the need or the problem that you established at the beginning is what you see being addressed when you get to the results at the end. Okay? And then there also needs to be some way that you're linking your narrative to numbers. In other words, you're able to measure success or measure that you have achieved or accomplished whatever the goals were in order to address that need or problem. Right? Super important that you keep those things in mind as you're pulling everything together as part of tomorrow's assignment. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. Shoot me an email. I will answer as quickly as I can. But I think at this point, you've probably got a pretty good idea of where it's going. So with that having been said, that's all I have for you today in terms of my final thoughts. Just plug away at this. Get this done. You're almost there. I'm super proud of you.